to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mystic Mommy, and if you're not new here, definitely welcome back. I'm honestly so grateful that you guys are watching. So today I will be stuffing $405, and unfortunately I won't be stuffing my sinking funds. I was waiting on a check on Friday, but I didn't get that check, so I did not have enough to cover for my sinking funds. I know in my last video I did say that I was going to stuff my sinking funds, but because I didn't get that check, I won't be able to stuff any of it. So hopefully this upcoming week before Friday I get that check that I was expecting. But for now I will be stuffing my cash expenses, and if you've noticed, I'm not using those paper craft envelopes that I have for my sinking funds. Now, I loved using these. They were really fun to make and everything, and I just love the style. It just feels so personal, which is why I did keep my sinking funds envelopes as they are, because I don't have any coins and I don't plan on having any coins in here, so nothing is going to be slipping out. But for my cash expenses, you know, this is money that I do use weekly, daily, and I will be getting changed back, and I needed something that would keep the coins from going all over my purse. I really love the way that they feel. These are the ones that I did want to start off with originally, but I couldn't get it at the time. I also decided to add my bills, envelopes for my bills, and my cash expense binder, and my debt as well. I just kind of wanted to keep that separate from my sinking funds, as I will be making payments to my debt at the beginning of every month. This binder got thick really fast, and it wasn't because of money, but soon enough. I got a budget planner, and all of this, the envelopes and the planner, I got them both from Amazon. I really like this. It's just going to be so much more easier to keep track of my expenses in person and everything than to constantly go on my laptop and adjust and stuff like that, when I could just write it in pencil, erase, and keep it pushing. Let's just go ahead and get started. And as you can see, I didn't set up my cash, so pretty sure they put this in order. So 50. I don't like when it's just like all upside down. It has to be facing the same way. Now, I know I'm not the only one like this, so no judgment, please. All right. It's just like, sheesh, maybe next time I will have this out. I just figured, you know, tellers, like, I figured that they all like would have it nice and neat, but I guess not. So okay, and then the rest should be ones, which is gonna drive me insane because I know that they're not all upright. So let's just get this out the way now. Not what I expected, but that's okay. All right, so first we're going to go ahead and start with our cash expenses. I haven't figured out what I want to do with like change and just any money that I didn't use. For now, since I'm on such a tight budget, I just kind of want to keep it in there for now, and then hopefully you know, I can just find like a little jar or something to keep my coins in, and just kind of start saving up the money that I still have left in my envelopes. But for now, we're just going to keep them in there. Let's just go through here. And cash expenses. I put the dollar amount that I will be putting in my cash expenses, and then for my bills I also put in the dollar amount for that, which is where most of the money is going to go to. So let's get started with that. And before I forget, I'm so sorry, I wanted to, I don't know if you've noticed, but in my last 2 videos, I always have a crystal sitting up here with me. I love crystals. I intentionally pick a crystal for each of my videos, just kind of like, depending on what I'm feeling or how I feel that things are going on around me. And, you know, spring just started, which is my favorite season. I believe it's the third day of spring. And I just felt like, just, you know, the trees and the flowers and everything, like everything is blooming, coming to life again. I've also been doing a lot of self-care lately. I just felt like for this video, for this past week's vibe, you could say, I felt like rose quartz was the go-to. So I also got my little rose quartz bracelet on, and that is why they're always sitting up here. For anyone that was wondering. So back to this. Car maintenance, we'll be getting $15. Did have to use some of it this past week. I had to get some stuff for my tank, and I have to put this in order. So that is exactly what I'm gonna do. Put it in order. And at the end of the month, or the last week of the month, I'm gonna count everything that is in here. Of course, you can count as I go, if you can catch it. All right, and next is family time, and family time is getting its usual $10. There's so many ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's got like a bunch of 10s in there already, and like I don't want to have to like use them if I ever need smaller change. So I'm gonna switch it up and put in all ones. Okay. Next is gas, and gas of course is gonna get 35. So 20, 30, and 35. But I hope that everyone has been good so far. I know with like spring and summer right around the corner, especially summer, I know that people are gonna go out and stuff, which is fine. Just, you know, be considerate, be mindful. Just because you're not going through something personal because of COVID or has been affected by it personally doesn't mean that it's not happening to others. Groceries is going to get $30. So we'll do 20, 30. And of course I didn't use all of my grocery money. I had $2 left, but I know I'm going to use that. So we're gonna keep those $2 in there with the change. Next is personal, which I did used to have a beauty and clothing envelope, including a fun time envelope, but honestly it just kind of felt like they somewhat went hand in hand, and because my budgeting is really tight right now, I wanted to just keep it together. Just put it in one envelope, and so it's my personal envelope. And personal, I believe, is going to get $10. Yep, $10. So we'll do a 5 and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, all right. And I did have to use some of that last week for a little outfit. And now we are going to get into bills. Fun money. So for my debt, I am going to put in $120. So 50, 100, 20, and that is going to get paid and go into the bank next Friday. I'm just excited to finally see something going to my school debt. Next is car insurance. I'm only going to do 35, but typically it's supposed to get 70 a week. Again, that check that I didn't get today or Friday, it really messed me up. So I could not at all put anything in for my sinking funds. And my phone bill will be getting 22, which normally should be getting more than that as well, but it's okay. Gotta just do what you gotta do. And once I do get that check, it will put everything back to where it should be, and I will be caught up. And then next is going to be my card note, which is going to get $118. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 105, 110, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 118. Oops. There we go. Yeah, car note is due in a few days. That is it. I was going to stuff my Apple Watch, but I wasn't able to. Now, I did move my school debt and Apple Watch over to this binder, of course, and I got rid of my phone debt. That phone debt, I didn't really owe it to the company. I owed it to my partner, but they just went ahead and told me not to pay them back. So I guess, you know, they're trying to help me out and don't want a penny for me in regards to the phone. So the $26 that I had for my phone debt, I put 14 into my school debt, and 12 into my Apple Watch debt. So whatever was in here now has $12 more. I don't know yet. I just kind of put everything in order, and I don't want to look because I kind of just want to wait and see what that difference is the last week of every month. But that is it, you guys. Don't feel bad, you know, if you are budgeting and you aren't able to stuff certain things, like your sinking funds. I mean, trust me, I was quite upset. Just gotta do what you gotta do. But yep, that's it for everything. If you want, I could go ahead and show you a little bit of this book. So this is where my sinking funds would typically be once I do stuff them, and this is where my cash expenses would be. And then of course there's debt trackers on here, there's savings trackers, there's bill trackers, notes, goals, budgeting notes. It's so much. I mean, I just love this. Like, it's super helpful. Kind of had to change up, like add little categories in there and stuff here and there, just kind of to make it work for me. And I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you have an amazing week ahead.